It's episode 76. It's the podcast. Let's start. That better?
It's a wonderful intro, yes.
Good.
Thanks. It was the quickest intro I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Who's here? Is it
I
me?
don't care.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right, well, I'm joined by Carrie, who is very, very picky about how I do the intro this week.
I am not. I just don't think you should put things on the table noisily and talk at the same time.
Nah.
It's just a podcast quality thing. You wouldn't understand. I'm here, but I might be leaving now because you're telling me to leave. I'm like the key part of this. Everyone needs me in the podcast.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you did a solo podcast? How awful that would be. You can't have a conversation if it's just you.
You manage it.
It's true. Okay, what are we talking about here?
We thought we would talk about the leaked minifig series.
Series 24.
24.
I'm thinking it's a bit too early for this, but I've just been back and checked. And they do 3 a year, and the next one should be in January. So it's not really that early. Oh, I suppose it's November now.
What do you mean by 3 a year?
They do 3 a year.
I thought they were moving to 4 a year, but it's only 2 of the CMFs and then IP ones as well.
They're still CMFs. Just
Well, yeah, I know, but
unlicensed.
unlicensed ones.
Non-IP.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know if that's what they are moving to, but
I thought that's
the
what...
last 5 years, 6 years,
Okay.
it's been 3
I
a
thought
year.
the idea was when they dropped down, they'd be moving to having an extra one.
Yeah, well, they have not so far.
Okay.
Because we had 2 non-IP this year and 1 IP, and the year before we had 2 IP and 1 non.
Okay.
I prefer more of the non-IP ones.
Well, yeah. Well, it depends on the IP, doesn't it? If it's an IP you care about, then
Yeah, that's
you'd
true.
want it.
Well, but I like seeing what they do. Like, when it's an IP, it's not as exciting, like, oh, what are they actually going to include?
True.
When we've just made stuff up out of our heads,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, what's it going to be? And...
I don't want another Harry Potter series where you go, ooh, I wonder what Harry's going to be wearing this time.
No. Kind of, wasn't one of the Harry Potter series, like, there was 2 Harrys in it.
Quite possibly.
I was like, I don't need 2 Harrys. There's so many Harrys. No, I'm quite excited if there would be a Disney one. They're talking about a Disney one coming this year, aren't they? Or next year. So 24 Disney, and what's the third going to be? Or is there going to be 4?
Who knows?
I don't have those answers, but I do
No.
have a picture in front of me, which you can go and find on Instagram if you want to look as well. But let's start with number 1.
The football ref?
Yeah, female football ref.
Okay, I don't know why we have to specify
but,
that.
like,
It's a football
It's
ref.
good to see. Well, okay, let's have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least 5 girls in the sheet of 12.
Yeah.
Some it's unclear to me.
Yeah.
So that I just like to, because we always look for the balance to
Yes.
see is there half and half or not. But she looks like would all refs have the little mouthpiece these days, or is that?
I think so, because
they're all
they all have to
connected
talk to the VAR, don't they?
And do they talk to each other as well?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Depends if they had a falling out or not.
There's a football.
Yeah.
Like, football's I
Is
guess
that
that's
an
based...
actual football?
Well, no.
Like a round ball, or is it going to have an anti-stud on it at some point?
I'd say that's a round ball. Is that not from the foosball tables?
Could be.
Just reusing that piece. But
So is that the same size as all the balls that you get in GBCs?
I don't know. That, to me, doesn't look quite the same size.
Yeah.
But it might be. But she's got a red card, a yellow card.
Yeah.
I'm not so excited about her. I think she's all right.
She looks angry.
Well, she does, because she's giving them a yellow card.
Yeah.
And she's shouting at them. Don't do that again. Unacceptable behaviour. Number 2, filler.
Yep.
But actually, look at so it's a spaceman. He's got like, is he sand green?
He looks angry.
Sand green, normal green, or lime green, pink, white. And he's got a gun that seems to be made out of bricks, including roller skates. Which is an interesting technique. It looks way too big.
It does.
And weird, but that could
Looks
just
like
be...
a comically oversized gun, though. I mean, you know.
Not overly excited about that.
Okay.
So far it's not looking good. But
No.
I am super excited about this series.
Okay.
So it has to get better, right? Number 3 is a spaceman. Now, spaceman. Sorry. I don't normally care about the spaceman.
No.
And it's a brown spaceman, so double yuck. But it comes with a teeny tiny baby spaceman. And he's so cute. Look, he's a little teeny tiny baby. Oh, I love him. I need him. I need 20 of him.
No.
Riding on the brunies.
Riding on the...
Yeah.
There's no stud on the brunies, so they can't do that. Shame. Otherwise they'd have let you.
Yeah, sure you would.
Yeah.
But, they're so cute.
Yes.
Do you like them?
It's quite cute.
The thing is, now that I want that one, I now want all the other spacemen. All the colours. Why? Why is it I suddenly get one thing and I want all of them?
Don't know.
No.
So what you're saying is we can't get that one?
We will be getting all of them because that is how we work. We are completionists when it comes to CMFs, which is why at some point those footballers
We'll not get the
will be
footballers.
coming into the house.
Nope.
I'm going to sneak them in. I feel like that's not an acceptable thing to do in a marriage, sneaking footballers into your house.
No.
Number 4 is a carrot man. He's dressed as a
is.
carrot. He's got a little sign saying farmer's market, which is quite a cute little sign.
Mm.
He doesn't look like a Lego carrot. Like his carrot top. Carrot top.
It looks more like a real carrot.
Yeah, he's a good carrot. But Lego carrots never look like that because they always have really long tops.
Depends, you can do them in multiple different ways, but they never look like that.
Tell me these multiple different ways.
You can use different green bits on top, can't you?
So they're not the actual piece that you meant to use?
Yeah, you can just use like a flower 1 by 1. Yeah.
You could use those ones, actually. The plant piece with the 3. That actually looks more like that.
Yeah.
And that probably would look better in a carrot. What is that? Because that's newish, that plant piece.
I don't know.
Or they just have the other ones.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you not like him?
I don't know. I mean, he's okay.
You just don't.
The
like
farmer's
minifigures.
market sign's quite cool.
Yeah,
actually.
and that kind of goes well with the farmer's market like van. So
yeah,
he'd fit with that.
Yeah.
Number 5, she's a Black Falcon Knight.
Yes.
I got that right. Go me. Is she holding a Black Falcon?
I don't know.
Just
some form of bird,
it
isn't
looks like a bit of a dirty seagull.
Dirty seagull.
Dirty seagull. That sounds like the worst thing. It's like, you dirty seagull, get out. Aren't seagull babies like...
Oh, well, that's fair. There's got to be something on Urban Dictionary for dirty seagull.
I don't know. You look at that. I'll just confirm or deny. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You can look it up yourself.
Told you it'd be on there.
Oh my god, that's so wrong. Okay, you could look that up yourself, people. That is throwing the podcast into jeopardy. I don't think I can continue after having read that. Right, moving on. The bow is like a lighter colour than normal, or is it just a dodgy photo?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? It could be lighter, it could be...
It doesn't look the same.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it's a sand brown.
A sand
What is sand brown?
I don't know.
Is sand brown tan? Nougat?
Could be.
One of those.
Nugget.
I don't like her red hair. I feel like her hair is too artificially looking. And I feel like, in my head, knights are old worldy where they didn't have dye.
Okay. But I don't think that's true at all.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you think about kind of the Roman invasion and you had all
As I often do.
As you often do.
Just sat there. Let me think about the Roman invasion.
Good times. Anyway, you had all of the woads, you had the blue face paint on and stuff. So.
Did you just say roads with the lisp?
Woad. Is that not what it is? W-O-D-E. Woad.
You're just saying road with a lisp.
No.
What's a woad?
One, that wouldn't be a lisp, would it?
Is woad a word? What is woad?
Am I making this up?
I think you are. You shouldn't one in a woad.
Yeah.
You'll get one down. Oh, yeah. What are you trying to talk about?
The blue face paint. What's that then?
Blue face paint name. What would we do without Google?
I don't know.
Snazzaroo. Woad. W-O-A-D.
Oh, okay. So I got the right word, just the wrong spelling.
Yeah. Okay. I genuinely thought you were talking about roads.
Yeah, so you had a lot of the bright colours kind of make them look more fierce in battle. So I can easily imagine you'd get hair dyes as well with that. It wouldn't be a permanent thing. It would be, something that washes out.
So you think they'd have red hair to be more scary looking?
Yeah.
Look, we got red hair. We're dangerous.
Plus, I mean, there are a lot of Scottish people who have natural red hair.
Yeah, but not that red. Maybe Merida does. So yeah, because she's like obviously.
Yeah. That's it. Let's.
Oh dear. Right.
I love when we're discussing whether something's realistic and you compare it to a Disney princess.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right. Let's keep going.
Number 6.
Ah.
Is a dinosaur, just for clarification of why you made that noise. And it's a brown. It's Sam Brown again. It's a brown dinosaur. People are saying it's a T-Rex. Is it a T-Rex? How do you know it's a T-Rex?
Yeah, I could see. It looks kind of T-Rex proportions.
Yeah, they've done dinosaurs before, but not this sort of colour. So that might be a lady dinosaur. No, I can't tell. It looked like it had some eyelashes, but I think that's actually like lines for bumpy skin.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not overly excited about that one.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
I feel like the more I talk about this, I feel like I'm not actually as excited about.
There's a couple of pieces that you're very excited
really
about.
Excited, yeah. Like the baby spaceman. This one, number 7, is like a orc dude.
Yeah.
Now, he's got a shield with a skull on it, and that to me looks like something from some program. I don't know what. What am I thinking that is?
Is that like Warcraft? I'm thinking.
No, I'm feeling like it's a computer game.
Definitely seems familiar.
I'm thinking. What I'm thinking of is Monkey Island. Murray, this dude.
No.
I know it doesn't look like, but that's what I think I was initially thinking about. But just the way that because he talked, I think it's just the way it looks like it's talking, because it's not connected. Obviously, it wouldn't be connected, would it? Is your jaw connected?
Sorry, not Warcraft, Warhammer. The greenskins kind of.
Yeah, okay, I can see that, but I'm still thinking about Murray because he talks, and that looks like it's in the middle of talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is your jaw connected with any bones? It's not, is it?
No.
So it's once you're dead and all rotten.
Your jaw comes off. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he's meant to look because it's meant to be the skull of this dude. I'm guessing. Because he's got a big jaw going on, so that's sort of the shape of it. I like his hair. I think his hair.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Yeah.
Warhammer-esque there.
Okay, but it makes me think of Murray the Skull from Monkey Island because it looks like it's talking. That's what I see. Do you like it? Are you excited about it?
I mean, not overly, because I'm not overly excited about orcs, but it's
You're not overly excited about orcs?
No, they just don't do it for me. I
would have picked you as an orc-loving guy.
Would you?
Yeah. Kind of like family. I don't mean it. I'm sorry. You don't look like an orc.
Harsh thing to say about your sister, but
I wasn't talking about my family. I was your family, obviously.
I didn't marry my family. I joined your family.
We're not talking about my marriage. I'm saying you look like an orc.
Saying your sister looks like an orc.
I'm saying so very rude. Right. Number 8.
So, like a Australian wildlife guy with a koala.
And you decided he's Australian because he's holding a koala?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the only country where they're found, so...
He's kind of... That sort of hair, I feel like, is Aussie-like.
Okay. What, you mean he's got a mullet?
He hasn't got a mullet.
Well, then it's not Aussie-like, is it?
Okay. He looks quite cool. The minifig itself, not overly bothered.
Yeah.
Koala, love him.
Yeah.
He's very cute. Do you think he comes with that bamboo in his hand, the koala?
Or does he clip onto that?
And then...
Yeah.
I would hope that he clips onto that, as opposed to it being part of him.
Because that allows you to clip him onto other things as well.
Fingers crossed. Okay, number 9. I don't know what she is.
She's a potter. We talked about this.
Oh, okay. I wasn't listening to you.
No, I didn't think you were.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
I was still processing what's on her head.
So
she's got like a turban type thing.
It's not.
It's like a headscarf.
Yeah, to tie up her hair so it doesn't get covered in clay when she's throwing.
I mean, if she's accurate at throwing, would she be alright?
You still get splattered, don't you?
I don't know. I've never done pottery. Have you done pottery?
Not really.
No.
A little bit.
I would have thought it's here. It's not here.
Right, but if you've got long hair that goes down to here,
Tie
then
it
all
up.
you do is a splat.
You can just put it in a bun. Like, why do you need to cover it in a headscarf?
Because there's a lot of splashing of stuff when you're doing pottery. Plus, there's ghosts. It's complicated.
I don't think there are. I think that was a specific thing.
No, there's always a ghost.
There's always the ghost.
Always a ghost, yeah.
Okay. I like a headscarf though. I think it's quite cool.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice to see a different kind of headpiece.
Hmm.
Talking of different kind of headpiece, number 10, so
Yeah.
different. I mean, that's quite clearly Mary Antoinette. Like,
Yeah.
the thing I found fun about this is that Promo Bricks gave us the list of figures, like, verbally.
Hmm.
And I had no clue what they were talking about when they said painted face and French looking.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't
Yeah,
have pictured
kind of
this.
French Revolution female aristocrat kind of.
But
is what you'd go with.
I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Now I totally
Complete
understand.
with little dog.
And all the like curly hair, and
Yeah.
it's quite cute.
Mm.
And I like that they've used that queen wide dress.
Yeah.
Because
It's been a while since that's been used.
What series was a queen? I want to say 15, but I could be making that up.
Okay. I'll assume you are.
Okay. I like it.
Good.
I think it's cool. Where would I put that in? This isn't Minifigure Monday. Let's move
No.
on. I'll deal with that when I get to it. But
Yeah.
I'm unsure. Number 11, little girl with a unicorn torso. Loving that unicorn torso. I think maybe I need to get one of those for Hayley's sig fig if we update her because she loves unicorns. And it's on a rocking horse.
Hmm?
Even better. It's quite cool. I like it.
Good.
And then number 12, paper round boy.
Kind of, yeah.
Because he's got like a little catapult in his hand. That's
Kind of
quite cool.
1920s paperboy. Or newspaper boy.
1920s.
Yeah, that kind of era.
Okay, that's very specific.
Yeah.
Why not 1930s, 1940s, 1950s?
Well, 1940s, you had, a war going on, and so people looked a bit different at that point.
In what way did they look different?
They were more running away from bombs. They weren't standing on street corners shouting extra, extra.
Extra, extra. But it says extra on the paper, but I'm sure he's just delivering because he's got a little satchel and he's quite clearly not delivering because he's got the catapult thing.
No, if he was delivering, it'd be rolled up, surely.
No one wants their newspapers rolled up.
Oh, you deliver papers?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, because then they don't go through the letterbox.
That's the only way they go through the letterbox.
Rolled up.
Yeah, they're too big to go through any other
Fold
way.
them.
No, they should be rolled.
Like, I used to watch people, like the people near my house used to do the paper round, and they never had them rolled.
Really?
Yeah. Like, why would you roll them?
They go through the letterbox.
No, but they don't, because that makes them wider than if you just fold them in half. Oh, you're wrong. Well, I like him. I think he's cool.
Plus, presumably, if he was a paper boy, like off delivering papers, he'd have a bicycle.
Or a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. Sure.
I don't mean a wheelbarrow, like a little cart, a pull-along cart. Well, maybe he's only got a wheelbarrow, so he has to push along as opposed to pull along. But
Whereas
sort of
I think
container.
he looks more suited standing on a corner with a stack of papers next to him.
And he's putting the money in the
extra,
satchel.
extra,
Or something, I don't know.
shooting people with his little slingshot.
That's not going to sell many papers.
Yeah, you have to keep the kids away somehow.
But he looks like a kid.
Yeah, but you have to keep the others away.
Okay. I think that's why I don't think he's... Paper boys do rounds. People selling newspapers, adults.
No. Not back in the 1920s.
What? But why is it the 1920s?
Look at what he's wearing.
He's wearing a
He's
top
wearing a
and a
flat
bottoms.
cap.
So?
When have you seen a kid in a flat cap?
Never.
There you go, see? Because you weren't alive in the 20s.
And neither were you. Okay, so my highlights are this baby spaceman, the koala, and the unicorn torso. I think those are my three favourite bits.
Yep. Not the dirty seagull.
Not the dirty seagull. The less said about the dirty seagull, the better, if I'm honest. What are your favourite bits? Don't answer that question. No, do answer that question, but answer it seriously about this.
Oh, I don't know.
You like the farmer's market sign?
The farmer's market sign's good. I mean, I quite like the dirty seagull. I'd like to see it in person, see what it's actually like. But what?
Just stop.
And obviously the koala's good.
The koala is definitely very good. Yeah. This dog we haven't had in white, I don't think, before.
I don't care about the dog.
Oh, okay. I think we've had it brown.
Yeah. I think the Potter's quite good.
You like her, do you?
Yeah.
I like that she's got hands covered in pottery.
Yeah.
Right. It's very precise how far up it goes.
Yeah.
It's obviously it's the whole hand piece is that colour. It's a good series.
Yes.
So we're getting this hopefully in January. Is that what we're expecting? There's no way they should have leaked it this early if it was not the January one.
Yeah, you'd think January.
But then it's not like they leaked it, did they?
Well, they've got to the point where they've got all this printed.
So that would imply that it's coming soon.
Yeah.
How do they keep messing this up? Why do people not respect confidentiality?
I don't know. Well, if we're saying it is January, then because of December, they'd actually have to be going into production round about now anyway, because many factories shut down over Christmas.
That makes sense. So
you want to get them made and shipped ready for being on sale in January.
Yeah. And do we know whether these are going to be boxed?
We don't know. I think they should be, but it could be the last one where they're not.
They did say which was the first one here. September 2023.
Okay, so this will be the last, at least the last non-IP one that'll be in bags.
Well, unless they do two in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Unless
they're not going to do
3
January and August, are they?
You would guess not, but
I could see maybe doing September, but they've said from September they'll be in boxes.
So do you think that they're going to do the Disney one in the middle of the year as the last one, so that people don't complain? Because Disney is a popular one.
I don't know.
And they were like, no, not with the Disney ones.
But if you do the Disney one in boxes and it's a popular one, it gets people buying the boxes.
So you're saying if you do one, the first box one has to be a good one that will make people care enough to buy it, even though it's in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Tricky.
It is.
Okay. Anything else to say on CMFs?
Nope.
Should we plug Minifigure Mondays?
We can plug Minifigure Mondays if you want.
Go watch our Minifigure Mondays.
Yep. They're on Mondays, and they're about minifigures. Who would have guessed?
I would have. That seems pretty obvious.
Oh, okay. Just making faces at me, waving hands. Do you want me to wrap up? Is that what you're saying?
Well, obviously.
Okay. So you can catch this episode on many streaming places. What?
Do you want me to cut all this out?
Sure. You're not going to.
I might.
This episode and many others are available on many podcast streaming services, including Spotify and some others that I don't know about.
To be fair, if they've got to this point to hear this, they're probably not going to go and listen to it again.
But they could be listening to this or watching this on YouTube and going, the graphics are rubbish. I'd just rather have this so that I can listen to it while I'm walking around the house.
Leave my graphics alone. You can still walk around the house with YouTube, just so you know.
You can.
People. But yeah, if you do prefer an alternative, it's there.
Yeah. But if you are listening on those alternatives and you want to get in contact with us, you can either leave comments on the YouTube video or you can contact Carrie through Instagram at the Bods.
Correct.
Good. And so we will be back next week for another exciting episode of the Bodcast.
Hopefully without searching things on Urban Dictionary.
But that makes it more fun.
I don't know, I'm scarred.
Bye.
Bye.